picture this, right? You're walking into the most important Zoom room of your entire career. The lighting is perfect, your presentation deck is, flawless, and your coffee is finally kicking in.
Oh, that is a great feeling.
It is. But then, the moment you open your mouth to introduce your team, you accidentally use the word for, like, parents when you actually meant to say relatives.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and suddenly the CEO thinks your literal mother and father are running the accounting department, which sounds funny now, but in the heat of the moment, it is an absolute communication disaster.
A total breakdown of the fundamentals, really.
Exactly. So welcome to Acad FM. This is a deep dive brought to you by Academia BSB, which is an online English school with a truly unique approach to communication skills. I am Rachel, your host.
And I am Paulo, and we are both Academia BSB teachers. And today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. We are here to make sure those specific Zoom room disasters just, never happen to you.
Right. So today, okay, let's unpack this. The big, beautiful, and sometimes ugly truth about your relatives and friends.
I like that. That is quite the title, actually. It covers the foundation of human connection, but, well, also the linguistic traps that come with it.
It really does. And listen, you, specifically you, Taiza Duarte, we see you. We are analyzing and reviewing your latest class notes today.
We certainly are.
Because I know you are out there climbing that corporate ladder, hustling, constantly working on self-improvement. And honestly, your dedication to leveling up your soft skills and your communication, it's exactly the kind of energy I am constantly looking for on my LinkedIn feed.
It takes a lot of discipline,
It's an absolute grind.
Yeah.
Juggling work and study, but you are doing it. And our school is just so proud to be part of that process.
It is a profound commitment, really. And to give you an overview of what this business English course is really about, we have to look at the big picture. Right now, you are evolving within the A1 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, or, the CEFRL.
Right, the CEFRL, which people always underestimate.
They do. People often mistake A1 as just the basics, but I want you to think of it like an elite athlete stepping onto the training court for the very first season. Before you can win a championship, before you can execute a no-look pass in the fourth quarter, you have to master the fundamental mechanics of the game.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
You have to know the exact weight of the basketball. And that is what A1 is. It is the essential, grueling conditioning that makes effortless fluency possible later on.
Wait, hold everything. Stop talking.
Whoa, what happened? Did we lose the feed?
No, I am looking at the live student dashboard right now, and a notification literally just popped up. It is time for a gamification check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Taiza, you have hit stars 1 today. 17 stars, or, estrellas.
That is an exceptional daily metric. Wow.
It really is, right?
Yeah.
Every single class activity, every off-class assignment you engage with it, all adds up to these gamification points. We use this system to basically reward that relentless engagement.
It keeps the momentum going.
Exactly. Now, Taiza, I'm going to apologize to you for that sudden jarring interruption. We actually planned that.
We did. It was a simulation.
Right. We wanted to simulate exactly how dynamic check-ins work in high-paced business environments all over the world today. You are deep in a workflow, and suddenly, boom, a Slack message pops up or a metrics check is demanded.
Yeah, and you have to be ready to pivot your attention instantly and then get right back on track. Agility is just a mandatory corporate reflex at this point.
100%.
And speaking of getting back on track, let's look at the actual building blocks you are conditioning right now, which is vocabulary. Because knowing how to describe the world around you accurately is where your power lies.
It really is. So let's look at the adjective pairs from the current class. We have old and new, big and small, angry and happy, beautiful and ugly, woman and man, intelligent and stupid, tall and short.
Good foundational words.
Yeah, and on a surface level, these seem simple, right? But if we dig into the strategy of professional communication, choosing the right adjective is literally everything.
It dictates the entire tone.
Exactly. Take intelligent, for example. That is absolute gold for a LinkedIn endorsement. But what if we need to, elevate it?
Well, that is where synonyms come into play. They expand your tactical playbook. So instead of just old and new, you might encounter ancient and modern.
I like modern.
Right. And instead of angry and happy, a professional might be furious or joyful. Instead of intelligent, you might say brilliant or astute. The core pairs you are learning now are just the anchor points.
But adjectives are just the paint, right? Nouns are the canvas. So let's look at the family nouns from the past class, because this is where a lot of professionals get super tangled up.
Yes, the family dynamic.
The notes list them explicitly. Father is formally your male parent, but casually we say dad, or, affectionately, daddy.
And we must make a very strict cultural distinction here, just to be safe.
Oh, please do.
Daddy is used by children for their fathers. It is vastly different from the slang term sugar daddy, which implies a transactional financial relationship. You see, context is everything in English.
A completely different context, one that you definitely do not want to mix up in a networking setting. Oh my gosh.
Definitely not.
Okay, moving on. Father plus mother equals parents.
Right.
Sister plus brother equals siblings. A boy grows into a man. And a child plus an adult gives us people.
And here is where we encounter the classic false cognate trap you mentioned earlier in the Zoom room example.
Yes, the nightmare scenario.
Right. In many Romance languages, the native word for relatives sounds exactly like the English word parents, like parentses, and this causes endless confusion.
My brain gets absolutely fried by this. Like after a 10-hour workday, how do I quickly separate parents from relatives in my head without translating it first?
Okay, rely on the sports franchise analogy. Think of it this way. Your parents, your mother and father, they are your starting lineup.
Okay, starting lineup.
Exactly. They are the two core players on the court with you every single day. Your relatives, on the other hand, represent the entire extended franchise organization. Yeah, the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, they are on the team, but they aren't the starting two.
I love that. Parents are the starting lineup, relatives of the franchise. That completely bypasses the translation trap for me.
It is a solid mental exercise.
But, knowing the words is only half the battle, right?
What?
Pronouncing them with, athletic precision is where the real struggle begins. I am looking at the pronunciation notes for the current class, and it is the ultimate boss battle. The TH sound.
Oh, the TH sound. It is historically difficult because it requires a physical posture that just does not exist in many other languages.
So tricky.
Let's practice the target words. Listen closely to the friction. Mother. Mother.
Mother.
Good. No. Father. Father.
Father.
And then the variations without the TH, right? Dad. Dad? Daddy. Daddy.
Let's put those in sentences to hear the rhythm. Like, my mother is a beautiful woman. My father's a strong man. I love my dad. My daddy is my hero.
Excellent rhythm.
But I have to ask, why do so many learners naturally substitute an S, a Z, or an F sound when they see a TH? What is actually happening in the brain there?
Well, it is entirely about the physical mechanics of speech. When your brain encounters a sound it hasn't mapped out yet, it automatically reaches into its native phonetic library for the closest approximation.
Oh, so it just grabs whatever's nearby.
Exactly. So it pulls out an S, a Z, or an F. To make the TH sound, you must physically override that instinct. You have to place the tip of your tongue slightly between your upper and lower teeth and gently blow air.
Which feels so weird at first.
It feels incredibly unnatural, like swinging a tennis racket with your non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
But once you train the muscle memory, you eliminate those false similarities entirely.
It is pure biomechanics. And you know what else is mechanically stressful?
What's that?
Trying to spell an international client's name over a terrible cell phone connection.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that brings us to the past class pronunciation notes on the alphabet. The reference spelling here is verbatim. M as in Mars. I as in independence. C as in car. P as in Paris.
Spelling aloud is just a fundamental corporate survival skill. You have to get it right. And the letters A, E, and I are notorious for confusing A1 learners.
Oh, constantly. Why is that?
Because the English letter E sounds like the I in many other languages, and the English letter A sounds like a short E. You have to completely remap your brain's audio associations, which frankly takes immense focus.
It really does. Getting a name spelled right on a client call is the first step, but then you have to actually execute practical phrases in high-stakes meetings.
Yes, moving from the micro to the macro.
Let's look at the use of language notes. We have these exact phrases to master. How do you spell? In my opinion, not so, followed by an adjective. Neither one nor the other. That's it. And pay attention.
Instead of just listing them, let's contextualize these. How would they sound organically in a conversation?
Okay, let's do a role play. I love a good role play. I am going to be an incredibly overwhelmed event manager checking a VIP guest list like an hour before a gala. And you are my calm, philosophical management consultant. Ready?
I am ready.
Go. Oh my gosh, I can't. This guest list is an absolute disaster.
You seem overwhelmed. Pay attention to the breathing.
I can't. How do you spell the CEO's last name? Is it with one T or two? My bandwidth is totally fried.
In my opinion, you should verify the email signature, but it is not so complicated.
Well, the catering company just called and asked if we want the chicken or the fish for the main table. And honestly, neither one nor the other. The clients are strictly vegan.
Then we order the vegan option. That's it. Simple cause and effect.
And scene. Wow. You see how easily those weave into real dialogue?
It is very natural.
And from formal meeting phrases, we naturally slide into casual networking, which requires idiomatic expressions. Idioms are like the secret handshake of fluency.
They truly are. Let's enact a short dialogue using the exact idioms from the lesson notes to see how they function in the wild.
Perfect. Let's say we are grabbing coffee in the break room. Hey, I'm in a hurry, but did you see Tom at the company party? He really decided to tear the dance floor.
I did see that. He is usually the black sheep of the family, but he seemed to really have fun tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to him. We hang out on weekends. It's good to see him in a good mood.
It's important to get along with everyone. It keeps the whole team on the same page.
Nailed it. But idioms can be incredibly confusing if you translate them literally. What do these actually signify culturally?
Idioms carry heavy cultural weight. When we say a team is on the same page, we don't mean a literal piece of paper, right?
Right.
It means everyone understands the macro vision and agrees with the shared plans. It is a metric of synchronization. In Portuguese, you'd say estar na mesma página.
Oh, that one translates pretty directly.
It does. Now, to tear the dance floor means to dance with exceptional skill and enthusiasm. Arrasar na pista de dança.
Love that one.
The black sheep of the family refers to someone who deviates from the established norms of their group. Ovelha negra da família.
Another direct one.
Yes. To have fun is the act of enjoying oneself. Se divertir. While to be close to someone indicates emotional intimacy and trust, ser próximo de.
And hanging out.
Hanging out is unstructured social time, like ser junto. Being in a good mood describes a positive emotional state, estar de bom humor. Getting along means interacting without conflict, se dar bem com. And being in a hurry means operating under severe time constraints, estar com pressa.
That breakdown is so crucial, because if idioms are the colorful art of language, grammar is the strict mathematical rulebook we absolutely must respect.
It is the framework.
Yeah, so let's explore the grammar notes, specifically the present simple of the verb to be, am, is, are.
The ultimate state of existence.
The notes give fantastic, relatable examples here. I am a secretary, you are a teacher, my boss is stressed, which, let's be real, is an evergreen sentence.
Unfortunately true.
Right. And, are you hungry?
Let's analyze the architectural structures of these thoughts. Affirmative would be, I am a secretary. Negative, I am not a secretary. Interrogative, am I a secretary?
It's like a formula.
It is the core equation of the English language. But it raises a deeply important question and a classic conceptual trap for students.
Oh, you mean the age and feelings trap?
Exactly.
Because in many languages, you literally translate age and feelings as possessions.
Yeah.
You say things that translate to, I have 18 years or I have cold.
Precisely. And this is where learning English requires a philosophical shift.
How so?
Well, in English, age and physical sensations are a state of being, not a possession. You do not possess 18 years like coins in your pocket or files in your hard drive.
Okay, that makes sense.
You exist as an 18-year-old entity. You are actively embodying the state of coldness. Therefore, you must use the verb to be. I am 18 years old. I am cold.
That completely shifts the perspective. It's not just a grammar rule to memorize. It's a fundamentally different way of viewing your own existence.
It is profound when you think about it.
It really is. And taking that grammatical theory and applying it to the physical creation is exactly what the writing exercise was about. The prompt was simply, describe your family.
A classic prompt.
Let's analyze Thaiza's first draft. I'm going to read it verbatim so we can hear where she's at.
Please do.
Okay, it says, I am a beautiful and intelligent woman. I have a big family. My phone is old. My dog is happy. My mother is Nega. My father is Helio. My dog is Theron. He is a big dog. I have 4 siblings, 2 sisters and 2 brothers. Their names are Raphael, Isav, Sabrina, Michelle. Layla is my friend. She is very intelligent. She is close to me. She is the friend I call when I want to talk.
Well, as a teacher providing feedback for a second draft, I have to commend the accuracy here.
Yeah, the building blocks are all there.
The application of the verb to be is structurally sound. The vocabulary we discussed earlier is present. However, right now, these are highly fragmented thoughts.
Right, it feels a little choppy.
Much like a philosopher connects distinct observations into a cohesive stream of logic, a writer must gently weave sentences together to create a narrative flow. Instead of abrupt stops and starts, we want to build a bridge between the ideas.
Yes, smooth it out. Like combine the sentences. You can say, my dog Theron is a big, happy dog. Or, I have a big family, including my mother Nega, my father Helio, and 4 siblings.
Exactly. It flows much better.
And Thaiza, with your consent, once this final polished version is smoothed out, we would absolutely love to publish it on the school's blog at students.academiabsb.com.brb, our blog. And the best part.
The best part.
Doing so renders extra gamification estrelinas as a reward. More stars for the dashboard.
A well-deserved reward for applying the feedback. But remember, a good communicator who writes well must first be a profound listener.
Oh, totally.
That brings us to the listening comprehension exercise.
This is a really fascinating audio text. It is about a young man named Miguel. He moved all the way from Brazil to Minneapolis, but his father, Alfredo, had to stay behind to manage his business.
A tough situation.
Yeah, they are dealing with the agonizing wait for visas. Meanwhile, Miguel is adjusting to American high school life by doing what he knows best, which is playing sports. He joins the American football and soccer teams, and his footwork on the field is so dazzling that his teammates give him the nickname Flash.
It is a poignant story of transition, adaptation, and finding common ground through action. Much like the journey of learning a new language, really.
And this highlights exactly why practicing your listening skills with real-life, English native, up-to-date materials is so critical.
It is essential.
You cannot just listen to slowly paced robotic textbook audio and expect to survive in the wild. The corporate world is chaotic.
Extremely chaotic.
People speak with heavy regional accents, they use hyper-specific slang, they talk incredibly fast, and like half the time they're speaking into a terrible microphone. You have to train your ear for the unpredictable reality of the real world.
I could not agree more. You must stress test your comprehension constantly. Which leads us to the final step of the communication loop.
The output.
Exactly. Taking the raw input of listening and transforming it into confident, controlled vocal output. The speaking training.
Okay, there is a very specific, challenging twist to this reading exercise.
What is the rule?
Every single word that begins with a capital letter in this target text, M must T be read twice for emphasis.
Oh, that is tricky.
I'm going to read it out loud, verbatim, following this exact rule to demonstrate the rhythm.
Yeah.
Here we go. I have a big family. We love our family.
Good. Keep going.
My mother is a beautiful woman. My father is a strong man. My sisters are lovely, and my brothers are funny.
Excellent control. Finish it up.
We love to eat together on weekends. Mom prepares food and salad. Dad takes care of the drinks.
That is a fantastic exercise in rhythm, breath control, and honestly breaking automatic reading habits.
Right.
Now, let's analyze the highlighted adjectives in that text. Beautiful, strong, funny.
Let's break those down.
If we compare them to their phonetic pairs, we see how they require entirely different muscle engagements from the jaw and throat. Beautiful requires the lips to come together softly, almost musically. Strong demands a harsh, sudden release of air at the back of the throat, utilizing the striate cluster.
Strong. Yeah, I feel that.
And funny requires the top teeth to rest firmly on the bottom lip to create that friction.
It really is a physical workout for your face. You're literally training new muscles.
Speaking of workouts, let's take a collective deep breath before we review everything we've covered today.
Good idea. Inhale and exhale.
Wow.
Okay, we are back and focused from our little break. Looking at Thaiza's overall performance today, what is the major takeaway for you?
What stands out to me is the disciplined, methodical progress. As we established, the A1 level is full of developmental hurdles.
Oh, so many.
False cognates, the mechanical struggle of the TH sound, the existential paradigms of the verb to be. But she is tackling them exactly like an athlete putting in the unseen hours of training.
I love that.
Before the stadium lights ever come on, there are hundreds of hours of quiet repetition. That is what this class note represents.
The unseen hours. That is such a perfect way to phrase it. You are building the foundation. And I want to leave you with a final provocative thought to mull over as we wrap up.
What do you have for us?
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about family vocabulary and describing the people close to us today, right? The legendary athlete Serena Williams once said, "Family's first, and that's what matters most." We realize that our love goes beyond the tennis court.
That is a beautiful quote.
It is. And when you have that strong family foundation, your starting lineup, right? It actually empowers you to climb that professional corporate ladder with so much more audacity.
Because you have a safety net.
Exactly. You can take bigger risks in your career and in learning a new language because you know exactly who has your back when you step off the court.
A really powerful connection to make. The people we surround ourselves with fundamentally shape the confidence with which we communicate with the outside world.
Keep putting in those unseen hours, Thaiza. We are rooting for you every step of the way.
Okay.
And remember our school's motto.
It is not only about the language.
It is all about communication.